tell me again what the guy had.
How are you? I'm just visiting here. Did you need me to sign in? I'm just popping in and taking a few pictures. Did you need me to sign in here? I don't have an appointment. I'm just popping in and taking a few pictures and heading out. I don't think I'll be here terribly long.
Okay, but yeah, you still have some.
Oh, okay. All right. What's the date today?
Today is the 14th.
All right.
It's 937.
Oh, my son's birthday in a few days.
7685. What did you tell me the trespasser?
What time do you got? Oh, 3 o'clock. Good enough. Thanks.
Right.
Okay, nope. Let's go up the stairs. Yeah. Yes, sir.
This is security. Get him out here.
I'm sorry?
You're not allowed to just walk through and take pictures. If you have specific business here in the building, you can do that.
Oh, no, I definitely do. You mean you can't take pictures in the building? What do you mean?
No, I mean you just can't walk through and take pictures. If you have specific business in a department, you're free to do that.
Okay. So you're saying that I can't walk through City Hall and take photos?
That's what I'm saying.
That doesn't make sense. Why would I not be able to walk through City Hall and take a few photos? It's a
That's what we're told. We're not allowed to have people walk through taking pictures. You're allowed to come in here if you have specific business in a department.
But if I have general business in all the departments and I can't walk around and take photos, I don't understand why I wouldn't be able to take photos in public though. I don't understand. It makes no sense to me. Why would I not be able to take photos in a public building?
I'm just telling you what our supervisors have told us.
Would you do me a favor? Your supervisor is giving you information that is unconstitutional. You might want to call your supervisor and tell him there's a gentleman in here who is a journalist who wants to take photos and videos in the building and is doing so. It's the First Amendment. I definitely have the right to take photos and video in a public building.
It's actually due to our security.
Okay, so I don't
Due to
understand.
our security.
I mean, the security doesn't cancel out the First Amendment. It doesn't. The security doesn't. I'm not a security issue. You're welcome to run my bag through a metal detector or something or another, but yeah, I'm just taking the photos and I am in a public
It's
building.
not allowed here, sir. I'm not a political scientist, so I can't debate you on that. I'm
Sure.
just telling you the rules here.
I will be frank with you. Please call your supervisor and tell them.
In the meantime, come downstairs, please.
I will not do that, sir. I am taking photos and videos in public, and I plan on continuing to exercise my First Amendment right to do so. So no disrespect to you, but I believe that you have been given incorrect information that violates my constitutional rights, sir.
Well, these are our rules in this building, in this city hall.
I understand, but
And I don't have anything to do with your constitutional rights.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Your policies here, though, don't override
I don't like the policies. I'm just enforcing them.
And I didn't write the Constitution. I'm just enjoying the benefits of it.
These are the rules of this building. Please come downstairs here. I'll give my supervisor a call, but I'm asking you kindly to come downstairs while we settle this.
I understand. I am respectfully declining your request to go downstairs when I have entered legally into a public building to take photos, which is also legal. So, and I'm not gonna, let's be right here or something, but please just call your boss and say, we got somebody here, a journalist, who's trying to take photos and
You're
videos.
a journalist. You can say you're anyone.
How do I know you're security? You can buy that uniform.
Identification, first of all, I have my security identification that identifies me.
I understand. I am going to proceed with doing my constitutionally protected activities, sir. I understand if you need to call your supervisor or the police or anybody else, but I have a constitutional right to be in this building taking photos, and I will continue doing so. So, no disrespect to you, sir, but your rule is unconstitutional. I'm gonna pop in the city manager's office real quick. Hi there. Hey, does the city attorney work out of this office as well, or is it just like the mayor's office?
This is the manager's office. How can I help you?
Well, I've got a gentleman downstairs. I've entered the building legally. I signed in, did everything I was supposed to do, and the gentleman is telling me I can't take photos
I think there is some rule. I thought you heard you guys talking
in
about
public,
that.
though. Yeah, I mean, we're in public. I don't understand why I wouldn't be able to take photos in public. That makes no sense.
Just a moment.
Hey.
We'll get that language for you.
Thanks, appreciate you.
Hey, it's Anita at City Hall. We have an unruly citizen here, and the security has asked him to come out several times, and he has not. She's up on the mezzanine level.
What address?
101 West 3rd.
101 West 3rd.
Mm-hmm.
And where is he at?
He's on the mezzanine level, and the security guard is there, too.
You just refusing to get down?
He's refusing to come down. He cannot walk through the building and take pictures, and that's what he wants to do. And he told him he wasn't allowed to do that. That's the rules of this building. A white guy, tall, about 6'3", 6'4",
You know he's wearing?
shorts and a t-shirt.
Do you know what color?
Blue. I think it was blue jeans, shorts, and a blue shirt.
Okay. And what was your name?
Anita.
Okay, you get Cruz down there.
All right, thank you.
Oh, he went into the city manager's office.
He's gone into the city manager's office.
Okay.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
I don't think she's coming back, and I've got photos to take, so if she comes back in, maybe you can
I just heard a lot.
just tell her that I headed upstairs. I would appreciate it. Oh, that's nice. Huh. This piece is called Politically Correct. Check that out. Boom. Looks like it was donated by a mayor, maybe a former mayor, I don't know. I'll have to check that out. Mayor Ryan McGlynn. Department of Human Resources. Oh, nobody's in there. Okay, oh, hi. Hi there. Hey, would I be able to do like a Freedom of Information Act request for some information in here? Do you guys handle that?
Freedom of.
Freedom of Information Act. Basically, I'm just trying to get some publicly accessible information regarding Salaries of the mayor and the city council specifically.
And who are you with?
I just, myself,
Just
Mike,
yourself?
yeah, I'm Mike.
So if you can have you put your information on this piece of paper here with, along with everything that you would like requested, your phone name, phone number, what you need, and they said if you have an email, then they could get back with you with it.
Sweet, all right, I appreciate you. I'm gonna set this thing down. I gotta, man, be frank with you, there's a gentleman downstairs that seemed disturbed, after I signed in, disturbed that I was taking photos, and I'm like, it's City Hall, you got some really cool stuff hanging on the walls, I can't take photos in City Hall? No, you can't, he was serious.
Yeah.
What's up with that? They can't, seriously, there's not like some sort of policy that the public can't take photos, I mean, it's a First Amendment, that's just silly. Let's see. They should be able to do with that.
Okay, you got your phone number too in case they wanna.
Yeah, I'll put that on there.
May I see your ID?
There you go. I'm sorry?
We don't allow people to walk through the building and take some pictures.
Don't be silly, it's constitutionally protected activity. You're being silly, sir. Come on, stop.
Let
Stop.
me see your ID.
I will not show you my ID, sir. That's preposterous. Let me ask you a question.
I don't answer your questions, you answer mine.
No, I'm the one asking questions here.
Is this Captain? I have the police on their way. There's a man roaming through here claiming to be a journalist. Won't show me his ID, taking pictures throughout this building.
It's not a crime, sir.
They're en route, they should be here. Yes, we did. No, won't you? He signed his name as Ben Franklin, how about that? And won't show me any ID. Okay. All right. Yes. Okay.
Sir, may I get your first name, please?
I don't answer your questions.
All right, well then, we're done here. You sure that's how you want to greet people that visit City Hall, sir? You sure that's how you want to handle it?
Are you using my name on?
No, I'm waiting for someone.
Oh, okay, just want to make sure.
Just waiting out here at Hell's front porch.
Oh, yeah, it's not, it's very nice.
Who do you work on?
Nobody in particular.
You looking for him? Okay, I thought you were trying to catch him. He just got on the elevator.
Security guy?
That security guy, yeah.
Yeah, what?
Yeah, like literally the
Yeah,
second,
go out that way too?
literally like 20 seconds ago.
Where'd the other guy go?
Stairs.
He went upstairs?
Mhm.
Well, maybe I don't. So one with the camera went upstairs?
It sounds like that this gentleman called the police, just from what I can tell.
Yeah, And she said the other one went upstairs, so she
Is
keeps
this
upstairs.
this the man?
That's the main glass, I think, with the camera.
I am waiting to see the outcome because I was here to photograph the building as well, so.
Oh, you are too. You
Yeah, I
did
wanted to get pictures inside and
what you want to take pictures of?
just for my personal collection.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think he went upstairs.
There's pretty stuff in here though, and artifacts. Oh, thank
Are
you.
you with the gentleman?
I'm just here to see what
Can
happens
you
with
take his
him. because-
glasses?
I would love to talk to you because
Yeah, she said he went up.
Yeah.
They look like your glasses.
I know they do, but they know how those are nice. Yeah, he did take, he took some.
Okay, so you just.
I'm gonna see what happens because if it's, I'm gonna see what the policy or the law is before I do something, so.
let's go downstairs and see it.
Alright.
Maybe she said he went upstairs.
I think I saw him go up there,
She
but
think she saw him go upstairs. She-
yeah.
Lynette, would you let, them know that she also wants information on what to do? Yeah.
Okay.
What's your name, man? I don't wanna call you she.
I don't give it out usually.
Oh, did I leave my glasses down there?
I told him that you went upstairs, but I think they were
Oh, thank you.
I'm waiting to see what happens, so I'm here to take pictures as well.
I appreciate you.
So I wanna know what's going on, that I couldn't take it, so.
The citizens who walk in or is it the other side?
I don't see why not. Every door's unlocked, usually.
I lost them in the building. The guards were looking for them. They came out of the city manager's office and then went up. And I don't know where they're at.
They asked me for the policy, I went to get the
Policy
policy,
what?
videotaping in the building, and when I came out, they were gone. I don't know where.
She pointed to the camera.
And they signed in as Frank Franklin and Betty Ross, Bonnie Ross.
But I can't see them on any floor. Oh, I was trying to call you, no.
So, what's the actual policy on signing in? Is that considered a legal
Right,
lecture?
they have to have official business in the.
No, but I mean like
Oh,
signing in under false names. Is this a
That we
legal
don't
ledger
know.
for you guys?
We don't know.
no, it used to be, we used to have, remember we used to have those ledger books and they were huge and they had to sign in? That's a good question.
It's like, 'cause if they're signing in under fake names, that would be
Yeah,
that's a
so I don't know.
No, so I guess he's dealing with that then, huh? Does he need any help or?
We don't know
He
where
asked them to leave, they wouldn't. And so now they're in the building room somewhere and I can't see them on camera.
Okay, so there's two of them now. That we only know about a guy.
It's a female and
Okay,
the people that was in the parking structure?
Is that where they are now? Were they filming out there?
They were on the phone, I don't know if they were filming.
I don't know. So they're loose in the building.
okay. So the guys in blue jean shorts and blue shirt.
And who was,
yeah,
blue
it was.
short?
One
The
people.
blue is, they're in a blue shirt. He has a blue shirt, he has a huge camera thing. And they keep,
So
yeah, it's very huge.
that's the policy is too real quick before we go.
And I'm looking at it and I don't see where they can't. I don't see any policy where they cannot.
Oh, here he is, he's on the fourth floor, and he's coming down there.
He's allowed
On the
That's what I said, I
for
see
as
that.
long as it's in public.
Mhm.
Like as long as he's not in a restricted
Yeah,
area.
and that's what I see.
But now, as far as him walking the building,
Roaming this building
Well,
with no.
but him signing under a false name is not allowed.
is that what he did?
Yep.
So
Well, fourth floor then. Is he coming down the
we'll
elevator?
just wait
He's
for
on
it.
the stairs, here's Raymond.
Oh, okay.
He's on the fifth floor, he went up.
There you go.
So I turned my head and he went up. Here is fifth floor. Oh, he's going up further, he's going to the sixth floor.
Okay, well, there's a special section
That's not the,
policy.
that's Lisa.
So you guys have a city hall visitor policy somewhere.
You just stay busy, don't you? You got more people.
He's up on the sixth.
If he sits down, I left him on four.
Yeah, he's on
He's
sixth.
trying to interview people,
Right. Did he try to?
And the lady was sitting in front of HR, she's on that bench.
And I guess my thing is, if what you're doing is a legitimate thing, why not just ask if you can do it?
Because people like to do that.
Why not just ask?
Let's see.
I'm sorry, sir. Okay, so you wanna go to law department, just sign in for me here. And you want to clerk for
What I need to cover his on is
law,
constitutional rights to be around grown in this building. And I told him it's due to our safety. You don't know who you are, he will show us ID.
But he signed in as who?
Franklin. Sorry.
No, it's fine.
That's crazy.
Did you get your glasses up there?
I probably did, yeah. I think the scout told me I left my glasses down there. Oh, thank you. Appreciate you.
It's gonna come from Randy, Anita. It's gonna come from Randy.
Yeah.
Oh, bless your heart. I appreciate that. Miss Gallagher said, you left your glasses down there, sir. Boy, they really get upset about cameras in City Hall, don't they? I've never seen such a thing. Kind of weird. The verdict is they're going to leave me alone. I'm practicing my constitutional right.
No, you're down there.
Oh, yeah, down here.
Policy now. They said, oh, you're not allowed to.
Oh, that's just silly.
Yeah, we did the policy now.
Here's it. So, I told you we were asking for a copy of a policy for video shipping in public access areas.
Yes, yes. Is that it? Yeah?
That is that, it was for you. But there is one problem with your visit here today.
Yes, sir.
Unless your name is legally Benjamin Franklin, you can provide an ID for it. That is not allowed how you just sign in here. You're required to use your legal name and give legal business to be here. That's also an HR policy that I'm having sent down right now. I'm getting printed out for you as well.
Well, my friends do, in fact, call me Ben Franklin,
What they
and
call you versus what your legal name is to sign in for a legal building is very different.
yeah, I typically don't have to turn over my identification to enter a public building, sir.
But to sign in, you have to have a purpose. Yeah, you
I
are allowed to
have
have
a
purpose. And your purpose can be to record.
Yeah.
But you have to sign in, you have to document that's part of the actual policies of the building.
But see, the policy doesn't override the law. So they can make a policy that says what blacks allowed, but that policy is not legal. They can say no MAGA hats. That's not a legal
But they can
policy.
also close down the building right now and have us force you out. Based on the safety
I
and
would,
security of
I
the
would
building.
love to see that happen.
It's in the HR policy for the actual City of Dayton City Hall building. I'm getting a copy of it right down here right now.
The HR policy doesn't override the law. This
No,
is
but
a
it-
public building. I have a right to come
But it
into a
also-
public building and take photographs.
Right. As long as you document the reason for your sign in. If you don't check in here and have a legal purpose, you are not allowed to go into the
Not
building.
signing into City Hall
Yes.
when I come in. Is that a crime? And if so, is it a misdemeanor or a felony?
It's not going to be a crime, it's going to be an administrative issue.
Okay. I
And
have
then
no
what-
problem talking to the administration. That's why I actually went upstairs to get a copy
I
of
figured as
that.
much. And they're bringing me a copy of that one now for you as well.
I have every legal right to
enter
be
the
in this
building.
building.
Yes.
And if they want to throw me out, they will have a civil rights lawsuit on their hands.
Well, there are still rules that we get to.
Rules don't trump it's constitution, laws, policies and rules.
But lawful purpose and interruption of the legal business from the day to day.
Walking around taking photographs and talking to employees in the course of their line of duty is not an interruption.
The violation of the actual entrance of the building's rules and policies.
What crime is that? A misdemeanor or felony?
Say it can become a trespassing violation because you're not adhering to the rules of the building in the city.
So it can become, you're telling me that you would charge me with trespassing?
I said it can become.
Okay, well,
I'm not saying that
I'd like to see
we're
you turn a constitutionally protected activity into a crime. This should be very
Well,
entertaining.
free speech every day can become a crime. It's still something you're welcome to do, but there's still consequences to actions.
I'm not yelling fire in a crowded theater.
I know.
I'm walking through a city hall.
I know.
Peacefully taking photographs.
And that's allowed, as
And
long as you
video.
follow instruction and direction of the building staff.
Yeah, and again, policy doesn't trump the law. You should know this. You're a law enforcement officer. Are you a
Listen,
feelings
what I-
enforcement officer, or a policy enforcement officer, or a
So-
law enforcement?
So when I took my oath for this job, I swore to uphold the Constitution of the United States, the Constitution of the State of Ohio, as well as the ordinance and rules of the City of Dayton, because I am also duly sworn for the City of Dayton. So I am able to enforce their rules as well as their employee.
Okay.
So just like their security can enforce their rules without the police being involved.
So, but it's not a misdemeanor or a felony to walk into City Hall and take photographs and give my nickname when I come in rather than my actual.
So the name part is where the issue lies. So, just says here, as a member of the public, you may visit City Hall, but will be required to register with the city's main reception desk at the first floor lobby in City Hall.
Which I did.
That's it. But you didn't do it under a real name.
Does it say you must post your legal name? I don't see that. People put Mike all the time for Michael. They put Tom for Thomas.
But any legal misrepresentation intentionally is not lawful.
That sounds like a crime.
It could be.
All right, well, then maybe you should talk to your boss and have him cite you for that crime. Otherwise, I will dismiss you without further argument. I am doing my job, and I am within the confines of the law while
And
doing
what job may that be, sir?
what job may
You said you're doing a job.
I am
What
doing
job?
my job. I'm taking photos and videos in public and in publicly accessible areas.
Okay.
That's my job.
Okay. So, as it continues.
Are you a supervisor, sir?
I am.
Okay, so are you a sergeant? I am. Okay. You're not policy enforcement. You're not feelings enforcement. You're a law enforcement. I am
But
not
it
breaking
falls
the
under both.
I am not breaking the law, sir. Respectfully, I am not breaking the
If
law.
you're not following the direction and rules of the building,
Mhm.
it does become what is considered disorderly, and then it then becomes a criminal violation. Now, I don't have a problem with you being here.
Okay.
I welcome the videotaping. I welcome the questioning of the government.
This
I really
gentleman
do.
said it's illegal to, he said you cannot film or take photos in City Hall.
In certain restricted areas.
Sure,
So-
obviously.
So like it says in here, although City Hall is a public facility, it is not an open facility. Will be secured in the interest of city operations and the protection of the facility and its employees. Security may include areas that are not accessible to the general public and are otherwise restricted. So, the areas you're walking are fine. I have no issue with that. I have no issue with you going into the offices and asking if you can talk to people. You just have to register yourself in properly, under a real legal name.
Alright, I'm not gonna do that.
Okay, well then you're free to leave.
If I'm free to leave, I'm free to stay.
But you're not, because you're not following the rules, which
The
become the
rules
laws.
do not trump the Constitution.
That's true, but you lose your legal right to be here when you don't do it legally. You are not following the rules, which are become the laws, which then become our problem.
The rules become the laws?
So, because I am adhered to the protection of the building through the city of Dayton, I have to enforce the policy for you to follow along. So, failure to follow the rules becomes an act of disorderly conduct. You're not following the instructions of a lawful police officer.
I'm very
You're fine.
slowly gonna reach into my bag. No
You
weapons
don't-
in here. Relax, everybody. I'm just getting a piece of the.
None of us there's a reason none of us are proud to hold you. We don't have an issue with most of what you're doing.
My
I'm
name
not
is
gonna
Mike
lie.
Norton. I'm with KULT News, and I'd like to know why you're trying to violate my constitutional rights. I have every right to be in this building, and I do not legally have to identify myself or post or give identification when walking into a public building. My taxes pay for this place, and I have every right to be in this building. Do I have to be a city of Dayton resident?
Taxes do not pay for this building.
My taxes do. I bought gas in here. I bought stuff at restaurants. I'm staying in hotels. Absolutely. Absolutely. You are wrong, sir. And I suspect you're about to make the biggest mistake of your career by arresting a journalist for doing their job. I would suggest, and let me ask you, what exactly would media credentials look like? Do you know what they look like?
Press pass?
So if I just laminated something that said press pass in my picture and I gave it to you, you'd accept that as media credentials?
We have certain ones that we do.
We are all of the media, sir. Every single person with a camera is the free press.
And I'm fine with that. But again.
Are you? Are you? Okay, so again,
I have no problem with the question.
I'm not abiding by these rules because they're unconstitutional. And about 30,000 people, give or take, are gonna see you trying to violate my constitutional rights. And the question is, are you gonna cease violating my constitutional rights, or are you gonna continue this course of action and see where things go?
You came to me, you came back down here.
Okay, well, I'm going back up. Then I guess
Okay, hold on.
I guess
You have to sign a private, or you need to leave.
Okay.
That is the simple part.
I signed in,
Are you?
and I should not have to leave.
So, did you adhere to the policy for visiting this building?
Hold on a second, just for funsies here, here we go.
Sir.
There we go. Let's see. There you go, Chief. I'm talking about Chief.
You know you signed in, we don't have anybody to escort you. You can't be in the building.
Yeah? Then arrest me. Or you're welcome to send an escort up here. I have no problem with an escort. They think you can't take photos in City Hall. They're gonna find out that the First Amendment does in fact apply to City Hall. It does. I am no risk or danger to anybody. I'm a journalist taking photos and video. I have every right to be in this building. This guy's gonna get a lesson on constitutional law. You gentlemen have a fantastic afternoon. I would recommend that you try not to kick people out of a public building in the future, okay? And I will be back again to take more photos and videos later, and I will do so legally and within the confines of the law. Thank you for trying to violate my constitutional rights. It's funny, huh? Is it funny violating people's constitutional rights? Can you imagine? 40, 50 years ago, if you'd walked in here, they might have said you couldn't come in here because of the color of your skin. That was wrong then, too. I'm doing this for people like you and people like me. We have the right to do this. I know, shaking your head and oh, I can't believe it, huh?
You're not filming, you don't have the right to film. I did not give you permission to film.
And yet I am.
Don't film it.
I am as we speak. 30 frames per second now. Sir, I'd like to hold you accountable. Are you willing to identify yourself, Mr. Security Guard? Mr. Security Guard, are you unwilling to identify yourself? All right. So see, sir, I'm not a public servant, so I have no legal obligation to give you my actual name. You, however, sir, probably have a policy that says you should identify yourself when somebody asks your name. Are you seriously refusing to identify yourself, sir?
I don't answer your questions.
All right.
Come on.
So you don't have a policy that requires you to identify yourself to people when they ask you, sir? This,
As a security officer, he's not.
oh, I'm sure they have policies. They have policies they can't put their hands on people. I suspect they do have policies. They should identify themselves when people ask for their name. I think that's a reasonable policy. Most people would adhere to that policy if they're working at the front desk of a city hall. So I gotta ask you, sir, since you're not identifying yourself, in my experience, when people don't identify themselves, it's because they're either ashamed of the name their daddy gave them, or they're ashamed of their behavior. Which one are you gonna change, your name or your behavior, sir?
You didn't give me your name when I asked for it.
Sir, I'm not a public servant. I'm not a
You're in
public.
a public place.
Yeah.
How about that?
So is it in a public place? It means I have to identify myself? All right, you're in a public place, sir. What's your name?
I'm not giving you my name.
I want to hold you accountable, sir.
Do that.
Huh.
See how far it gets you.
Well, I think I will, but I'd sure like to know what your name is. I mean, we can definitely identify you. Let's see, what do we got? Moonlight Security. I will definitely find out who the gentleman is that works for Moonlight Security that stands at the front desk of City Hall and refuses to identify himself. So which is it? Are you ashamed of your name? Are you ashamed of your behavior?
I'm ashamed of you.
Really?
You're clowning.
Yeah.
I'm ashamed of
Yeah, the First Amendment's hilarious. That's how to go to the circus.
when it comes
Unbelievable. Sir, can I ask you a question? Are you by chance this man's supervisor? Sir, do you have a policy to identify yourself when somebody asks you your name? You're gonna ignore me too, sir? I'll tell you the same thing I told this gentleman. Are you ashamed of your name or are you ashamed of your behavior? And more importantly, which one are you gonna change, your name or your behavior? I'm just asking for your name. Are you not proud of your job? You're not proud of your employer? Are you not proud of the name your daddy gave you? Pathetic. Pathetic. Unbelievable. If it makes you feel any better, sir, if I was behaving like you, I would be ashamed of my behavior as well.
You should be.
But I'm not behaving like you, sir, so I'm not.
You should be.
Well, there's two different policies. There's the actual photo policy, which is fine, it's open to be recorded anywhere.
May I ask you, sir, is it Officer Perry or Sergeant Perry? Officer Perry?
I don't have Chevron, there's a separate.
What's that?
I don't have Chevron.
Gotcha. Officer Perry.
You open it, just registration.
May I ask, sir, have you ever arrested somebody in City Hall for taking photographs?
And I'm not arrested for taking photographs, are we?
Well, I think it was up to some of you guys. Perhaps you would be. It's okay, ladies. Show's over. Nothing to see here. Move along. A little gaggle of gals up at the top. Did your boss tell you you're not policy enforcement, you're not feelings enforcement, you're law enforcement? Maybe you should let the man taking photographs in City Hall do his job?
No, just have to take pictures, sir. That's not an issue. You want to take pictures?
Yeah.
It's just whether or not you hear the rules.
Yeah.
That's what I'm.
All right. Well, just know the rules don't trump the law, my friend. The rules don't trump the law. Well, I'll go ahead and let you guys figure this out. It's pretty clear that you're powerless to stop me from walking around this building, whether I sign in or not. So you have a good day, and I will be back in the future, and I will show you again that I can walk around City Hall and take photographs all I want without being accosted and without signing in my real name, which you still don't have, I might add. Have a good day, gentlemen.
think it's proprietary, so I tell everybody you just have to let you know it's proprietary to use Chase's name.
Monitors facing the street should never be a thing in any bank in America.
You can't take pictures in the bank.
You silly goose, of course I can.
No, you can't,
What?
sorry.
Are you, let's say, casing the place, know where our cameras are at?
That's a fine question.
Yes,
I
to maybe
see
bust
a
in
bunch of cameras
and,
up there.
rob the bank.
And the police are coming too.
Sweet! Somebody told you to call the police on a man with a camera on the sidewalk?
Yeah.
That's weird. Hey, Joe, long time no see. I don't suppose Adam's here, is he?
Don't know. Find out.
Hey, everybody. KULT News back again with another video. You know, we had so much fun last time in Athens, Ohio. We decided to come back. Are you trespassing me from the post office? So you arrest me for trespassing?
Yep.
If I do not leave this post
Yep.
office?
The postmaster wants you off the property.
You, as a supervisor, you're telling me that if I don't leave the post office simply because I was taking photographs, then I will be arrested. You're law enforcement. You are not feelings enforcement. It's your job to enforce the law. I'm not breaking the law. Your attempts to subvert my constitutional rights aren't going to go over well for you today.
Was there a sign in here that says that he can photograph in here?
It's some federal statute. They got like a whole YouTube channel. They literally just drive city to city and do it.
My name's actually Mike Norton on KULT News. I'd like to know why you're trying to violate my constitutional rights. So here we are, Athens, Ohio. This is the Athens, Ohio City Hall. Now before we pop into City Hall, I wanted to show you something they had down here, kind of a little ode to photography. It's literally right across the street from City Hall. And I appreciate this. I'm gonna hit this in both angles. As a big fan of photography, I think this is pretty cool. Look at that, see, huh? There you go. This is the Athens Photographic Project. There you go. Pause and read that. If you're going the other way, you can see every one of these photos. It says who took the photo and what, if anything, they named the photo. See? So. Very cool. I like this. I like this a lot. There you go. Hey, this is my favorite thing too, right there. My favorite thing about photography is capturing that moment when you see something that you want to share with others. I've got things here in Athens, Ohio I want to share with you guys. Let's see how this goes. We're going into City Hall. Lovely Rita! Wait, you're not Rita. That's a joke, the meter maid joke. But some people don't appreciate my humor. This building was erected in 1874 and it was restored the year I was born. Look at that, 1968. Bada boom. So hey, I couldn't help but notice it. There's a City Hall there, and literally just right up the street is a Chase Bank. And I was kind of shocked when I walked past this window to see that they've got their monitor facing the sidewalk. So anybody that walks by can see this gal in here working away. Let's see how long it takes for her to notice me outside on the sidewalk taking pictures. And and shut the blinds. This should be amusing. Look at this. Now, if I wanted to, I could literally see everything that woman's doing in there. If I wanted to. Oh, yeah, here's another one. So that should be a security concern for anybody who banks at Chase Bank. It seems to me that this should definitely be a security concern. I mean, it concerns me, and I'm not even a Chase Bank customer, so I can only imagine how much something like this could upset somebody if they were, in fact, a Chase Bank customer. I don't know. Yeah, she definitely noticed me. Let's see how long it takes before somebody comes out and says something, though. Your long-handed camera. Here comes the gal now. Let's see if she has anything to say.
Hey, how you doing?
Very good, thank you.
Good. Are you just filming the building